Hello.
Hey, hello everybody. We are in a new monthly meetup where we are gonna review a few things from the project, the trends, and also we are gonna answer some questions that we have from the community that we think it might be interesting for everybody. Okay, so well, as you can see today, we are only Debbie and myself. Rafa is in the middle of a flight, so he could not make it. So we will not have this analysis of the market because he's the expert there. So I'm going to start with something that I have been reading some news and I think it's interesting. Debbie, what do you know about privacy coins?
Well, I remember for a long time Monero, Dash, and several ones, and I didn't use so much, but I understand the need and why the people, or at least some people, is using them. But as you say, I was reading a few news, and it seems that there are things there, and maybe the government's pushing.
Yeah. So can you explain what is a privacy coin?
I understand that it's not possible to trace who is sending to who. At least this is what I understand from my side.
Yeah. So it's true that Monero, Zcash, not Dash, Dash started as a privacy coin, but they kind of pivot to a different model, and now they try to make clear that they are not a privacy. So the reason I wanted to bring this subject is because recently we have there is a global law regarding cryptos in Europe that it has been approved. And one of the things that they say is that they are gonna kind of ban the privacy coins. And
Because
because
they
of
can't
that,
control.
yeah. So because of that, I'm not sure if this is a rumor or is already official, but it looks like Binance they are gonna delist the privacy coins for users from Europe.
Yeah.
So if you are in Europe, in the economic union Europe,
Yeah.
you are not able to use these privacy coins.
But it seems that in Dubai, in February, they did almost the same.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's a kind of rule, yeah. And Binance started doing things there as well.
Hmm.
So maybe it's related, and I'm not sure. But so not only Europe. So the thing is a kind of movement, and maybe the governments started pushing to not lose their control.
Exactly. So I think this bring me is kind of related to the question that they have from the community. Uh, this is from Rocker Traders. They have some service in Zignaly, but also it's interesting because these guys they are they are interested in, well, as you know, we are removing the trading service that we have in Zignaly. We prefer to focus in the marketplace. We think that there is a excellent, wonderful trading service out there, and we want to focus just in the marketplace. So we are discontinuing the trading terminal and all the service related to trading in the 15th of June, so in 2 weeks, more or less. And the thing is that there are some members from the community that they want to take care of the trading terminal that we built. So this is one of the guys who is more interested, and soon we are going to share the code with them, and we are going to see if it's interesting or is it possible for them to continue with the project. So, but the question that he has is related about what happens if Binance collapse. Okay, so
Yes,
what happened with Zignaly? Okay, um,
it's a good question.
yeah, it's a good question. It's a fair question because right now we are 100% dependent on Binance. So if Binance collapse, I think maybe the less of your concern is Zignaly because I think everybody's gonna be super fucked. But
Yeah.
it's true that we are super dependent of Binance, but the technology that we have built, it works. It could work in any chain, in any centralized chain. But also more interesting is that it also works for DeFi. So, and as you might know, this is the direction where we are moving. We plan to create this DeFi version of the protocol, so we are not dependent on any centralized entity. If something happens tomorrow, and we will have to adapt the technology to a different exchange. And there are many exchanges that they have the broker program, and they are more than willing to have a service like Zignaly running in their exchange. We are talking with one exchange that we are going to integrate probably during the summer. Is an exchange very different of the regular one. Is the best one in their category, but it's very different to regular trading. So if it happens when we already have other centralized exchanges integrated, it will not be a huge impact for us because we already have the not only the additional exchange, but also we will already have the technology prepared to onboard new exchanges very quickly. Right now, it's true that we are mostly focusing Binance, and most of the code is dependent on Binance. But once we decouple the exchange and we add a second one, adding a third, a fourth, a five is going to be super easy and super
it will
fast.
take long time the first one, but then it will be almost prepared and it will be fast. Anyway, I don't think Binance is going anywhere. So I really believe, so no, he's really a smart guy. So I don't think this will happen, to be honest.
No, I think he's giving the right steps. He started in the best way that he could grow. He grew a lot, being the first one in the world, and now he's giving the right steps to be there. So he's helping with regulation. He's talking with government. He's making the system fully compliant. So I think they are doing the things right. And yeah, this thing about the listing the privacy coins is just one of the steps that they need to give in order to be compliant with a regulation in UE.
Yeah, so from my side, what I think is that, I think it's not the business of Binance to hide, any trading or something like that. So they are in the business of let the people to trade whatever, spot, futures, or whatever they want to trade. And even if they finally, it seems that it will be, if they finally block or delete or something like that, the people that will be, wanting to use those coins, they will be going to the decentralized exchanges and continue using them. So I think this will not be an issue. So it's something like maybe it's like, okay, I will do this, so they will be more near to the, I don't know if governments or rules or laws or whatever, but they will be keeping there. So I think it will not be an issue at all.
Well, it will not be an issue because actually I don't think that people are sending Monero or Zcash from one exchange to
directly
the other.
To Binance.
Exactly. It will be stupid, right? Because at the end, Binance is going to have all the law. But the thing is that you can trade in the chain, and they might be interesting to trade. I don't know the volatility and the trend of these coins, but probably it's interesting to trade. But if you want to do something, you are going to go to some kind of decentralized chains, or you're going to go directly to the blockchain and you're going to do whatever you need to do. So probably it's not going to stop anything other than trading these markets in the chain. Cool. So I don't know, David. So we don't have Rafael, who is the expert in market, in meme coins, and these things. I don't know if you want to touch this topic because it has been super trendy in the last.
Which one? Meme coins.
Meme coins, yeah.
Yeah.
I had nothing to say, but
No. To be honest, so either on my side, to be honest. So it's really it's even funny, like Pepe or those
don't
others.
talk about Pepe.
Well, anyway, so there is a lot of them, and you just need to put a face and crazy people, in the social media, and it's kind of it's the only thing that is needed. Anyways, it's like crazy to me. It's the only that I can say.
Yeah. I bought Pepe, and obviously it went down. So I need to focus in other
It
things.
happens. It
Exactly.
happens sometimes.
Exactly. Cool.
Okay, so this was the reason, right?
Yeah, this is the reason. So, okay, another thing that I want to review, I think this might be interesting to do in this session that we have. We will talk about the updates. We will talk about the portfolio that we are following, in this case only Debbie and me. But also I want to review the Z score. We have implemented some changes. We are still have some more changes in mind, but I think it's interesting to see what we have so far, because we are getting a really, really good algorithm, and the results that we see in the top are pretty interesting. So I'm gonna share my screen.
I think from the last time, when you share the screen, so the letters as very small. I'm not sure if the people will be able to see. Anyway, we can explain what is there,
You can.
and maybe we can share a few screenshots later.
Okay, I think it's big
bigger
enough, right?
today.
It's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's way better.
Okay, so I have I only have the top services. Okay, we have implemented a few changes. Okay, the first thing, I'm gonna explain a little bit how the new changes work. Okay, we have three main parameters. These three main parameters are the result, okay, that we can see here, the return, okay, this one. Then we have the balance that we have here. And finally, we have the drawdown that we have here, okay? These are the three main parameters that the algorithm take into consideration. Then we have all the others that we have already explained previously, but these are the ones who impact in a bigger way in your final score, okay? What we have done is something very, very interesting. So I'm gonna super simplify this, okay? Let's gonna say that you have three levels. Level 1 is gonna give you 1 point, level 2 is gonna give you 2 points, and level 3 is gonna give you 3 points, okay? And you have these levels per each parameter, or actually only for return and drawdown, okay? And what we are trying to highlight with the algorithm is, or are the best of each category. We have three categories that we have represented with these icons, okay? We have the Fast and Furious, the car, and these are the ones with the bigger returns, okay? If you get above 30%, this is a time frame of 3 months, okay? If you are above 30%, you will have the maximum level, okay, and you have your trophy. And then we also have the slow and steady, okay, which are the people who manage better the risk, okay? So if you are below 5% in your drawdown, in your maximum drawdown during the last 3 months, you will get the maximum level. So what the algorithm does. So what we don't want is that you focus in return and you forget about the controlling your risk. And at the same time, we don't want you to just focus in controlling your risk and forget about the return. Okay, so in order to be in the top of the rating, you need to have at least 4 points. Okay, I'm simplifying this. We are using another scale in the real one, but to simplify, let's gonna say 4 points. You need to have 3 points in return and at least 1 point in the drawdown. Okay, so you are managing the return very, very well, but you still are able to get the first level of the drawdown. Okay, you can be the opposite. You can be the best managing your drawdown. You get 3 points from here, but you at least get the first level of the return. Okay, so okay, this is super secure, but also you need to give me something, this return. And finally, but also we have the something in the middle. We have the 2-2. Okay, the second level in the return and the second level in the drawdown. Okay, this is a kind of balancer. Okay, these are the racing stars. Okay, you have this star, you have this 2-2. Okay, so we have these 3 categories: fast and furious, low and steady, and the racing star. Okay, so with this, and then why the balance is so important? The balance is so important because you can do crazy things with no balance. For example, this guy. You see this guy? He have 90 in return, and he have 90 points in risk control. Okay, this is the maximum amount of points that you can get in each category. But if you go to the balance, okay, this is, what is this?
$50 or so.
Exactly. You have $200. Okay.
Yeah. You can gamble with this amount.
Exactly. Maybe he is doing really, really well, but we don't know exactly what you are doing. Something is when you are managing $200, and a different thing is when you are managing $1 million. Okay, so before highlighting you in the higher position, we expect you to have at least $10,000. If you have $10,000, then you are going to have these 90 points, and you are going to be able to compete with the first one. And then,
well, it makes a lot of sense because it is not only how do you manage, but the thing is that the strategy by itself, maybe if you manage, a few $100, is by far is not the same that managing millions, and you will not be able to buy maybe the same coins or the same amounts or in the same way.
Exactly.
So your strategy need to fit the balance that you are managing. So I think it makes a lot of sense.
Exactly. Even technically, it's different. Okay, there is a 13 limits in the position side that you need to control in one way or the other if you are managing one amount or the other. Okay, and finally, there are something also that we want to do with that we wanted to accomplish with this algorithm, which is we don't want one guy with 0 in one of the 3 main categories to be before guys who at least have the minimum amount in each one of the 3 categories. So in order to avoid this, what we are doing is if you reach even the first level in all the categories, you will have a bonus. Okay? So thanks to this bonus, we are highlighting those who are able to have at least this first level in all the categories. So, and the other parameters that we are still using, the days in profit, the growth of your account, how soon you release the funds when somebody is asking for a withdrawal, the share ratio, all these are in consideration, but they are more for anti the position because people are going to have very similar position, but the other points are going to be the one who anti the final result. So with this being said, this is what we have right now in the top. So we have Crypto Maximus, and this is someone who he has been here in the top of the score for a while. Okay, and you can see here in the marketplace. This is a public service. This is BTC scalping. This is also in the well. There is something interesting about Crypto Maximus. If you check Crypto Maximus, it's not only that he has the trophy about the Fast and Furious, but also the Racing Star, which means that he has the maximum level in return. Okay, he's getting in the last 3 months he made 35%, but also he has the second level in the drawdown. Okay, his drawdown is 10% in the last 3 months, and the threshold is 15%.
This is the lowest, right? During the 3 months is the lowest, so the biggest drawdown.
The maximum drawdown, exactly. The maximum drawdown during the last 3 months for this guy, it was 10%. So he's doing really, really well, not only in returns, but also in controlling the risk. So he has the first position. You can see that he's way above the second one. Okay, and the second one is also in the marketplace. It's public. BTC scalping. He's doing really, really well. Okay, the returns from this guy in the last 3 months, it has been
amazing,
92%. I started to follow with him when I saw the result of the algorithm, and 2 or 3 days ago, he made like 10% return in just 1 day, and I was there.
Wow!
So I got this. I got this. I was
at least.
At least. He started. I was a little bit concerned because he started with 40% drawdown when we started to play with the algorithm, but now he's in around 25%. We can see the share ratio, which is very, very interesting. So I have given him a try, and for now I'm very, very happy with him.
So the share ratio, I understand that above 1 is good already, right?
Yes, because you are risking per each unit of risk, you are earning the other amount. So if it's 3-1, you are earning 3 per each one that you risk.
Wow.
So it's very interesting. So actually, the threshold that we have is in 3. 3 is already good. And the next threshold is 5. Okay, there is not too many people above 5. Let's see, and look at who is this guy. This guy is the one with no balance. Okay, so I would love to see this guy with more balance. I need to contact him because if he is able to scale the strategy, he can be something very, very interesting.
Sure.
So all these other guys, so Crypto Radar USDT, this is something that I'm following too, but it's really slow. So the return is slow. So for now, he controls the risk very, very well, but not too many results. Okay. And other Protomahawk, he also is in the marketplace, and actually he has 2 services in the marketplace, and he's well in the top with the 2 of them, with Tomahawk and Protomahawk. And this guy is managing a good amount. He's managing like 160,000, and the other one I think is 80,000. So it's very, very interesting. Yeah. So I'm not sure if you are following many of these guys, David.
Yeah, a few. Well, I have a couple of them. I haven't opened it, so I need to send some funds to my wallet in order to start. So we are very focused in a few things during the last days, and I was not able to manage. But yeah, in fact, I had opened it And it happened to me the opposite than in your side with BTC scalping. I don't know, because there are two with the same name, BTC scalping with MA and the other without,
But
and they are in the top
I
both.
think,
Yeah, I see now.
this one, but I think this one is not.
It's the same trader?
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that this one is not public. It's not in the marketplace.
Oh, okay. So I have opened it, checking, waiting for sending the funds, but I didn't send. And then I saw a pump in one of them.
Yeah.
And I said, shit. Anyway.
When you send the fund, you mean that you send $1?
Well, a little bit more, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, just in case. Okay. Okay, so maybe we can talk about how the portfolio was. I think I don't have this for now. Yeah. We can talk about the portfolio if you want to start. I think everybody's asking about how your dollar investment is going. So
okay, let me open first. I'm in small amounts in minus, but let me share the screen so I can show.
sure.
Can you see my screen?
It's running. Yes.
Not sure if I need to put bigger, maybe.
Maybe.
Better?
Yes. Now it's better.
So I still have a few from those. I think this was migrated from PS1. Maybe the worst, the worst choose. Anyway, it's there.
Wait.
And
Can you go up? It's 0.05, maybe.
No. Started with $1, but almost everything is lost.
Okay.
So this is the thing. And I asked it because if I click here, you will be able to see I have pending. So the thing is that the trader is not putting the free dollar. We not $1, the free 5 cents to withdraw. But it's not because of the 5 cents by far. The thing is that I don't want to see this in my portfolio. This is the only reason.
But why did you choose this guy, Flash?
Well, at the beginning, in fact, I didn't choose with any intention, because we were migrating services from PS1, and I just choose, I don't remember, 5-10 services, almost random, and put $1 in all of them just to see some numbers in my account, and that's it. And it was everything random.
So I'm checking the CS score, and he's the second one. But starting from the bottom.
Wow! So I need to create an algorithm or something like that, making the opposite
exactly.
from mine. So then I have cash flowy. That is the only one from those that is in positive. From those that I choose with the random, because it started with $1 and now it's 1.15.
It's 20%.
Yeah, it's 20% in the last month. So in the last month, I don't remember from when, because in the last...
It's not in the last month.
This is total. It's in 9 months.
Yes.
Yeah, in the last one is 0. It's not active. Yeah, this no move from this one. And then this comes from PS1. So the total is 11%. And then those are very recent. So it's 50 in Trade Weekly. That is almost the same right now. And then 100 in Crypto Hedge Fund. That is almost the same because it's some cents down. So it's almost nothing. But I really like how those guys are managing. So the drawdown, I'm not sure if you have there in your screen updated.
Yeah.
But so they are managing really, really amazingly. Let me open this here. Yeah, so it's amazing how they manage the drawdown.
Yeah.
So you can see the line that is going up, and the drawdowns are very small. So from 3% to 2%, something like that. So I think from the categories that you mentioned in the score, yeah, I really see myself in the slow and steady category.
So the
turtle.
the drawdown is 1.44% in the last 3 months. So
1
it's,
point,
it's
it's almost nothing.
one of the better managing the risk.
So this is the thing that, at least in my side, I prefer these kind of things and not, to double the amount from one day to the other. So there is different flavors. This makes me, sleep better. That's it. The good thing is that there is for everybody, basically. So
Yeah.
it will be the great thing.
It's
And the same for the other.
Maybe not for everybody. Maybe there's people who want more action, but it's something that you can have there. You can almost forget about it, and you come back in a few months, and you are going to have a great surprise.
Exactly. Well, the thing is that when I say it for everybody, what I mean is that in Zignaly, you have, flavors for everybody. So maybe if you prefer these slow and steady ones, you can choose these or similar ones with very small drawdown and controlling very well the risk. But there are others, like you shown, making over 100%.
Yeah.
So, and you can do this bet and maybe diversify and combine this with another one that is more stable. And the last one is this trader that is pretty new, but I think is doing pretty well as well regarding the risk.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna mix the next section with the current section because I was reviewing the question from the people, and they are asking. They are asking about ads, if we are trying to do advertisement, they are asking about the mobile app, they are asking about some updates regarding the product. So let me do this. Let me see if I don't break. Okay, this is my neighbor, but this is not what I want to show.
Hello.
Okay, let's gonna try to do this.
Oh,
okay,
amazing.
So some
you
of
guys
you are asking for this. This is the mobile app. Okay, this is this is the portfolio. No, sorry, this is the marketplace. You can choose here between portfolio or marketplace.
I can't believe it.
I will show my portfolio later, but I'm gonna do a quick workaround. So if we wanna see, let's say the last 6 months. Okay, we can choose the last 6 months, and I wanna see who did better. So P&L from high to lower. Okay, so I wanna choose this guy. I can see the profile of this guy. Okay, we can choose 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. Okay, I can decide to invest. As you can see, this is fully functional. We are is in beta yet, but is almost fully functional. We have it's a little bit slow here when we check the balance, but this is something not related with the app. Is one of the call to the chain. So here we can choose to deposit. Let's see. Okay, now is a good time to scan this code and send as many as you can. Exactly.
There as possible.
Exactly. So if you wanna
donations accepted.
Feel free to. But also you can withdraw. You choose the coin. You choose whatever. You choose the network. Blah blah blah. And you can withdraw from there. Okay, so this is how you manage the balance. You have the link for buying crypto, I think, from Zignaly. Okay, this is my portfolio. So yes, I'm also following crypto hedge fund trading. I think, okay, you see in like a mirror,
Yes.
right? Okay, but I'm following them and they are working really well for me. Okay, so this is the one who is giving me more. I have this blue chip holding, which is a testing service that I have, which is doing really, really good. Then I have Jetix, if he's not doing so good lately, but if we check the chart in the long term, I have big hopes in the guy. The same with Bitcoin accumulator is not working very well in the last month. I don't know if because I started following him, but since then it's going down. But again, if you check the yearly, this is one guy who has a long track record in Zignaly, and if you check the track record, you can see that in the long term it's a good bet. The same with Transaction Brick. In the long term, it's a good bet. So I have there my. It's not something that you check every day because it's something for the long term. Crypto
Yeah,
WinWar.
it makes a lot of sense. Even the market changed a lot, and if you choose them for the long term, you need to do the same with the stats.
Yeah. So Crypto WinWar, this service is discontinued and the trader is launching True Alpha Future. So I'm moving my balance there. Crypto Radar USDT, he's in the top, okay, but this is what I mean. He's super slow. I just put $100. I have been 2 months. The risk is super controlled, but I didn't have any results so far. But I think the long term it can be very, very interesting too. What else do they
Some
have?
people asked to show the
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 QR,
QR again.
the QR, yeah, for sure.
The QR.
No, don't worry, this is record, so you can play back the video and take the QR. So
Totally.
Trey Wesley, this is the guy who is managing $1.4 million. Okay, he does a spot, and if you check the market in the last month, it has been totally flat. Okay, in fact, I was reading a news today that May is gonna be closed with the lowest volume in centralized exchanges since 2020. So it looks like there is no movement. Okay, but I'm pretty confident in this guy. Let's see how it goes. This is BTC scalping. You can see this beautiful spike there. And I got it. Crypto Maximus, this is the one that we were talking about, and he's doing really well. I just started following a few days back, and again, not sure if it's because I started following, but during these few days, it has going down. And Easy Trading, this is the one that you are following, and actually, this is also related to the, well, before jumping into that, let me see, because somebody was asking if there is a search. It looks like there is no search. Yeah, I guess for searching by name. Okay, we don't have yet a search function, but probably this is something easy to implement. Anyway, the app is almost ready. We are very positive that it's gonna be launched by the end of next month or beginning of the next one. As you can see, it's fully functional. The only thing that are not there are the trader part, and we think that this is, well, it will be cool. The only thing that the trader has to do is move funds between accounts and create API keys. So it's something that you don't do so often, so you can do from the desktop. And the other thing is the referral program. Okay, it might take a little bit longer to include the referral program. It's important, so we are going to do for sure. But for checking your balance, for checking your portfolio, for connecting to traders, for deposit, withdraw, for sending money to the QR that I show in the screen before, everything is fully functional. We are just finalizing a few bugs, and we expect to launch this very, very, very soon. So you see,
very happy. So something that I'm missing here is to be able to show some sounds of claps or something. because we are
Yeah.
so happy for this thing. I was waiting this for so long. I think similar than the people, because we can market the app as well. We have almost half of the traffic that we receive almost from the beginning is from mobile phone. So the people, was telling this to us very loudly, and yeah, I can't wait to use it.
Exactly. So is okay, 45% of the users that currently use Zignaly, they do from mobile. And the interesting thing is, well, not the interesting thing, but the website is not very friendly with mobile. Okay, it's not responsive, is not friendly at all, which means that the amount of people that don't sign up, they don't register just because they cannot use Zignaly mobile is huge. Okay, so with the mobile, we expect to attract these people. And also there is something interesting that the same technology that we are using for mobile, it can be used for the website for the responsive version. So we are gonna kill two birds with one stone. So again,
Amazing.
in less than 2 months, but at the beginning of third quarter or the end of the second one, it should be available. I have been playing with it for a few weeks already. The other
Great.
interesting thing, somebody was asking about when we are gonna start with the ads, if we are gonna start advertising before the next halving of Bitcoin, I guess. We have an internal program, we can say. We are doing some tests. We are already testing more than, I think, 5 or 6 different ads network. And we are also in contact with a lot of communities, KOLs. Okay. Our approach is we want to use this C score. Okay. We want the ones that the C score highlight. Okay. The one that the C score say that they are the best. We want to help them to attract as much AUM as possible. So this is something that we are already testing. We are already doing. Based on these results, once we launch the app, once we launch another update that we wanted to do, small update, is regarding the referral program. We are reshaping the referral program. We think that we came with a very, very interesting formula that is gonna push the virality of the platform. So with these elements and a few more that we will hold until maybe in the next 2 weeks, I think we will have more information to release. We are pretty confident that in the next month, Zignaly is gonna grow very, very interestingly. Okay, cool. So
I think so as well.
We talked about C-score, the portfolio. We already touched the updates. I don't know if you have any other update in your...
I have a question here from Jen. We have a list. So he's asking, in which countries do we have more customers and transactions? We already talked about the advertising. We already started. So we are making small or controlled tests, and we will be rolling from there. Already talked about the mobile. And yeah, this comes from the Turkish community. I think from which countries do we have more customers and transactions? Well, regarding transaction, I don't have the information right now. I'm not sure if Tore, if you have this information.
Actually, we are not measuring transaction anymore because we are discontinuing the trading terminal. So now the trading activity, it doesn't happen through Zignaly. And this is one of the huge improvement of PS2. We could review the trading activity of the trader and see exactly transaction volume and all these things, but it's something that we are not doing, so we don't have this data.
And regarding countries,
you know better.
Yeah, Turkey is one of them for sure. I'm not sure if it's the top one, but for sure is one of them. Yeah, and we love you guys.
Yeah, we have Turkey, but we also have a pretty huge community in Latam. Okay.
Yes.
Also, we are closing some partnership with a very big community in Brazil. So we might have another country very heavy in Zignaly very, very soon.
So I
Perfect.
don't know if we have more questions here.
Do you have content? Yeah, we already talked. We talked about the countries which different want to grow in the Chinese stock exchange. Yeah. So regarding the change, we are, as always, we keep the conversation with the chain. Is something that is not up to us, but whenever the opportunity comes, we will be there for sure. Okay, maybe when the meme seasons ends, it will be our turn.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's see.
okay. So I hope, guys, that you like the update. I think the mobile app is awesome. I hope that we can enjoy it. Everybody can enjoy it very, very soon. You will see like how the wait is worth it. So thank you very much, and have a good one.
Thank you, everyone. See you in the next one.